Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Crimson, Buzzkill, M, welcome, Grundle, welcome, welcome, welcome. The horrors will persist, M, until I say otherwise. That's how these things go. There will be horrors until I have decided that I have had enough. Not everyone else, just me. Steven, welcome, welcome, welcome. We just landed. I have lots to do, as usual. The creation of the clone army continues. Speaking of horrors... Speaking of the horrors that I do, the clone army will continue. Let's get some power going here. So hook me up with some good old-fashioned geothermal. Really kind of thinking about using those Tox generators. It's not like I'm going to stay here. It's not like I care about the environment. Run that all the way over to there. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody start doing things. Vetroff, remind me why you're so horribly injured, please. Oh, right, the squirrel. Yep, the squirrel issue. Yep, forgot. Yeah, you got beaten up by a squirrel. It's kind of embarrassing, really, when you think about it. Okay, let's get some food going on here. The normal things that we need to do to get... Oh, and start killing things, obviously. Start slaughtering things in the area. You take out a couple of those to get started, and then I'll work from there. I'll work on the extermination process from there. So, one there, and... Come on. There we go. Why? I don't know. You know what? It's probably best not to ask questions. I often find it is. Put that in there, and then put this guy over to here, and then just to be safe... put them up there into that. Okay, lay out some growing zones. It's gonna be the thing where I do the thing where I just sort of like have to set things up for a little bit. So we're all gonna get used to that idea. All right, we're all just gonna sit here and go, yep, he's doing that thing again. Except this one is going to be for freelance pharmaceuticals because, you know, that can be potatoes. That's fine. Everybody loves a good potato. I mean, unless people are allergic to potatoes, in which case they probably don't like potatoes very much. Like, nah, I would prefer not. I appreciate you offering me that potato, but yeah, I'm going to pass. Do that there, and that can be rice. And then this one, yeah, heel root, actually. We're going to go with some heel root on that. And then down here, I'll put some corn, because just, you know, corn. That can go right in there. Everything is perfect now, and nothing bad will happen to us ever again. How's my clones doing? I had a thought about a thing I wanted to do, and I'm very, very excited about it. I've leaned away from genetic manipulation, which is unusual for me. I tend to gravitate towards genetic manipulation, but I haven't done that. And I thought I might genetically enhance our soldiers here. Who uses the pharmaceuticals? Paul for one, and I think there's some more. Not Royal, but Priest Paul here definitely is Go Juice dependent. Yeah, so we're going to need some of that. You're basically not. You're fine, although you're missing a finger. Izumi's pregnant. That complicates things, but it doesn't have anything to do with pharmaceuticals. I did something to you. I don't remember what. You have a psychite addiction, which is kind of a you problem, not a me problem, but I can help with it. And the rest of you are basically fine. You're addicted to ambrosia. That I can't do much about. Because these babies have the Russian roulette of genetics. Do we absolutely need me in the mix? I've been going through this entire run not genetically manipulating people. And frankly, I'm tired of it. Frankly, I've grown tired of that. We're going to start some genetic manipulation, and it's going to happen. So I need things. What do I have a lot of? Well, I have a lot of slate. Okay. So let's do a slate wall around this, because you know the raiders love to shoot those things. So slate wall around here, and then a door. Doesn't really have to be a particularly interesting door. Over here, I just want a regular old wooden structure. This is going to be a little larger than I might ideally need it to be, but I want to account for some things. So put that in there, and then put that in there, and then just run a power line up here, because I'm going to be using a lot of power in this thing. I assure you of that. Everybody's getting a tail, if I can help it. Now, what I need to figure out somewhere here that I can put the gene banks. I simply don't have the room to put the entire genetic machinery up. But I can put it up temporarily, get the genetics I need, but I need the gene banks over here to be able to store it. I could just put them in the freezer. I mean, they'll stay nice and fresh over there. They will stay nice and fresh. That's a thought. Just put them in the freezer, Dave. That's a thing you're allowed to do. For right now, Z's, I'm going to dismantle this because I could definitely get 2 of them right in there, no problem. I need to know where I'm storing my genetics at all times. There was an option for peace. No. There's no option for peace. Clone army, we're storming the palace. Hang on, coffee. There we go. So, back to work. Everybody start doing things. I'm gonna... Oh, who got converted with whom? Igor converted Jefferson. Really? Okay. Cool. Jefferson, weren't you the uber vegan? You were. Oh, we knocked you down with that conversion ritual, and then Igor tipped the scale. I can tell you, teenage vampire, I'm gonna listen to him. Teenage vampire walks up, he's like, dude, you should probably believe in hyperstealism or I'll bite you. Which, by the way, Jefferson, he's allowed to do. So you're into hyperstealism now. Fantastic! Because now you're not going to be like uber vegan. Okay, you're still sad about the animal thing, but that's going to wear off. That's going to wear off. Oh, this is fantastic news. This is the best day ever. Everything's going to go perfectly today. Everything is going to go perfectly. Jefferson is finally not an uber vegan. You're not. Are you still a cannibal? Was that a trait or your religion? Oh, no, you're still a cannibal. Okay, good. Still a cannibal, but he's cooler with us shooting animals now. It's like, yeah, you know, kill some animals, whatever. Igor convinced me. Oh, that's good news. That's very, very good news. Who should we work on next? Who else doesn't believe in hyperstealism? You do. Obviously, Igor does. Rhodey, Vetroff. Oh, yeah, Vetroff's into the leaf of manpork. I'm hesitant to pull you away from that, frankly. I would like somebody to create the leaf of manpork so I could join that religion. That's a faith I could get down with. Every Sunday, Man-Pork Festival. It'd be a way bigger jam than, like, Easter or something like that. Okay, this is very good, because Jefferson was a real pain in the neck in terms of not being okay with us killing lots of things. Yeah, work on this, try and get this going here, and we'll get the wind turbines up eventually. Now I just need to track down some blood for Igor. Igor, would you like to bite your wife in a non-late night way? Like, just for hemogen? Is that a thing you'd be into? I bet it would be. Why don't you bite your wife? Again, in a non-late night kind of way. Okay, go in and do that. There you go. There you go. Alright, so Izumi's not inspired anymore. I wouldn't be either if somebody bit me. But it'll keep Igor kind of off the ledge for right now. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Good. Okay, did we dismantle that shelf yet? No, not as such. I do have a lot for them to do. Oh, Mech Fodder 1 is growing up. And Izumi has inspired taming. Fun things there. So, Izumi, are you actually any good at animals? Yeah, actually you are. Hang on, slam it into pause mode. Well, you know what, just go in slow mode. Are there any animals that I want to tame? They got rhinos. I wouldn't mind having a rhino. Mark, welcome, welcome, welcome. Mark, do you want a rhino? I could get more elephants, but I think we're covered on elephants. I've got elephants under control. I will keep shooting alpacas, though. How about a panther? I think a panther would be a great idea. Let's get a panther. Yes, I know. Sorry, where is that panther, by the way? I should probably keep an eye on that. Okay, Izumi, can you go deal with that? Not enough food. Oh, well, then never mind. Then we'll just back that off until we get some food. Yeah, we probably don't have any raw meat kicking around. And let's set up some mining things, too. So we'll get some steel out of there and some steel out of there. Give a poke around for components. What is that? That is limestone. Not components. Definitely not. Components. I will take virtually anything. Yeah, we have plenty of meals, but we don't have any raw meat. Ooh, there's money down there and some components. Go get that. I think I'm good on elephants. I think I have an acceptable number of elephants and the chance to get more. I mean, they will breed. So I'm good if we don't have more elephants coming in right now. I'll just make my own components and components. All of this is excellent stuff. Where are my mechs right now? They are in their assigned areas. And then the animals. You're in Don't Eat Our Food, which is now just inside the ship, which is a very silly area for that. So let's get that moving. So expand Don't Eat Our Food to cover, well, basically the outside. So you can go all in here. Just not in the freezer. That's the only thing I'm looking for there. Just not in the freezer. You can even go to the growing fields out here. I'm okay with you eating that stuff. I just don't want you eating the meal. A vegan vampire would have some prestige. It would be complicated. I feel that would be a complicated arrangement for everybody concerned with the project. Shoot more things, by the way. Why are we not shooting more things? So shoot all of these. Just take them all out. It's not like there won't be more. So I've dealt with Izumi, kind of. However, Mech Fodder 2 is growing up. Remain a colonist, definitely. And that's you, right? Yeah, that's you right there. Oh, Mech Fodder 2. And of course, Mech Fodder. This is a fun time. I'm a good person. I'm doing good things right now. This is almost done. Keep things moving a little bit faster here. Who has tattered apparel? Grit? Oh, is that your hat? That's your hat, isn't it? I'll get you a better hat. Airwire headset. Are we supposed to be making one of those? I believe we are. Airwire. I really don't have that queued up? Okay. Make another Airwire headset. That's fine. We'll get that going. Hang on, coffee. There we go. How many components do I have? I've got 84 and then 15 advanced. I'd like to keep the concept of more armor coming. Like more and more and more. We got a bunch of stuff down here, but not nearly as much as I'd like. Especially hats. I got to make sure we have plenty of hats. We're often running low on hats. So how about we did, yeah, like a couple, actually, I say recon helmet. Get all of this out of here because it's beginning to confuse me, as indeed it often does. Prestige recon helmet might be nice, or recon armor. What other hats can I make in here? Prestige marine helmet. That sounds good. Let's get one of them in play. All right, give me, actually get, what do they actually take to make that? 50 plasteel, 50 gold, and 1 advanced component. I can cover that. Not for long, but I can cover that. There we go. Okay. Everything is fine because Jefferson is fine. That's really our big takeaway here. Our takeaway from all of this is Jefferson is just fine. He's no longer super sad about the animals we keep slaughtering. Why is Mech Fodder down? You're inside a growth vat. Cheer up, kid. We should all be so lucky to be in a growth vat. Oh, I'm in a growth vat. All of my needs are taken care of at all times and I don't have to do anything. I'm so sad. Cheer up, kid. Kids are so whiny these days. I want to do some things. So let's get... I don't have the power to do this. But I want the gene extractor for a start to begin with. And then we're going to look at some other things. Depending on... Oh, they took the thing out. Good. So now I need these things. Get me 2 gene banks in there. Okay? We're going to keep it in the freezer and we're going to keep it in a gene bank. Just in case. Just in case something happens. How is the freezer, by the way? Cold. Good. That's kind of the point. And you're doing the corn down here. The Agrahans are helping with that. We'll get this done eventually. We'll have a little bit more power kicking around. I really kind of do need you guys to be working on the actual geothermal generator if you want to get that moving. It's the first thing I put up, guys. The very first thing I did. But no. We're gonna spend our time doing the gene banks. That is kind of important, actually. Well, it's important for my plans, and my plans are genetically manipulating my soldiers. My clone army. When you 3 are out of here, I'm making 3 new. When are you out of here, by the way? Show me Mech Fodder 1. What are you into these days? So you are 4 years old. Fantastic. Just accelerating towards age 13 when I can pop you out and train you to kill. You already got a shooting of 2. You're already better than some members of this colony. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be frozen. But it does have to be in a gene bank. And this is the most, actually, obvious place to put it. I actually have the room in the freezer to put this. So I may as well. It's a perfectly good spot for it. And that way, if something does happen to the power, at least it might stay cold long enough that it's not going to deteriorate. I'm not really sure how these things work. I'm not sure anyone is. What else could I be doing with my time around here? We're going to make any moves on the Airwire headset. I'd like to get the hat off, if we could. No. How about armor? No moves down here. We are just getting set up. It's not wholly surprising that we're not doing anything particularly interesting right now. Grit's desperately trying to work on the heal route down here. Yeah, just take the trees down first, if you could. You just kind of take those trees down. That'd be great. The elephants are helping out. Elephants are doing great. How are we doing on the raw meat? Okay, so we've got raw meat in play now. Could probably look at the panther equation again. What happened to this one? What happened to you? No immediate danger. Oh, you got bitten by a chinchilla. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen a lot. Okay, those guys are scheduled for termination. I could take out a few monkeys. This is a great time. I'm so excited about Jefferson, I can't really contain myself. We've busted down this whole mountain here. And Missy is frantic. Missy, you are so good at this. Look at that, mining 18. Just punching this mountain down. Now, you're genetically good at that. Show me your genes. Show me what you got going on. Great mining. Boy, I would love to get that out of you. I mean, and leave it there for you, obviously. Intense UV sensitivity. Well, that's kind of a you problem. Wear sunscreen, kid. Not my problem, but great mining. See, that'd be a gene I'd love to get out of there. What else have people got while I'm in the neighborhood? I haven't really looked too much at the baseline. Or Rhodey, what have you got? You're a Yiddikin. Oh, you got a lot of furry things. Boy, you sure do have a lot of furry things. Wait, you have no hair but a furry tail. Wow, that is a weird balding pattern. That, you wouldn't expect that. You're the one who's faster when you're naked, right. We already got that one. You already passed that gene on. How about Grit? Has hair. Fantastic. That's awesome. And there's my great mining. Paul's got a lot going on here. Paul has a tremendous amount of stuff going on. Holy moly, Paul. Jefferson's got inspired trade. It's because he's so happy now. Between the joy wire and the fact that we just converted him, he's the happy... Actually, are you, in fact, the happiest person here? I bet you are. Oh, look at that. He's maxed. He's good. Wait, you're sad we slaughtered a fish? Oh, come on. Even vegetarians don't care about that. That's not okay. But look how happy he is. Okay, everybody stop. I've got a thing going on over here. He's so happy. Isn't everyone faster when naked? Not necessarily, Em. That's why they invented the sports bra. I know that. Mrs. Dave told me. Menace cluster. Okay. So I'll get a mech cluster. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. For honor. Okay. A vest and some uranium and some goodwill. And I'll have disposable heroes. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that just fine. I'm actually thinking of taking it for the goodwill. Because then I can keep calling trade convoys. Alright, we're doing that. The champions are here. Tia Sloop, you're fantastic. I love everything you're doing. Where's the mech cluster going to pop out? Do I have any things that go boom? I mean, like shells or anything like that? No, I've got the turret things. I don't really think I've actually got any shells. That's okay. I'm probably just going to throw disposable heroes at it. The mechs are here, kids. Where are they? They're coming in over there. Okay. Is this going to be a dormant cluster? Yeah, it's a temporarily dormant cluster. Cool. So let's do the thing that we do there. Actually, they're not going to be up there. He says optimistically. They probably will be, Dave. They're probably going to go right up there. What have we got? We got any shields? Proximity, and that's also proximity. Countdown, just some drop beacons, and a bunch of turrets. It's primarily a turret-based offensive here. Okay. I think this is just fine. Hey, Vetroff, what kind of permissions do you have available right now? Aerodrome strike. Bingo! Great. I'm going to cover this right now, because I think this is an easy one. I'm going to lose everyone, aren't I? Draft you, Vetroff, and draft my disposable heroes. I'm looking at this going, oh, I got this right now. I'm just going to take care of this right now. That's probably where it's all going to fall apart. That's probably where it's going to fall apart. Because I'm very, very confident in this. And that's no good. That's no good at all. Okay, I see the proximity activators. The only hiccup is the turrets are quite widely spaced there. Quite widely spaced. Okay, here's the plan, kids. Can we get Vetroff here? Hang on, there's more gray flesh. Okay, Izumi, are you dropping flesh all over the place? Is this a you problem? Just wait for the metal horror to pop up. Paul, could you go examine that real quick? Izumi's dropped a bit of flesh. Could you just kind of deal? Where is Vetroff? Vetroff, can you get up there, please? I've got plans for you. So get in here. Thank you. And here's the deal, team. We're just going to kind of march into this. We're not going to overthink this one. We're just going to basically set the disposable heroes up. Unfortunately, they all have melee weapons. Cool. Poorly planned on your part. But again, this is a you problem, not a me problem. So, again, we've done analysis. That's fun. I can surgically inspect people. I'll probably just wait till it pops out. Because that's the easy way to do it. Aerodrome strike right here, please. Yeah, that should take out many of my issues. So, get that going, and then run away. Boom. Okay, all those guys are basically dead. You two, charge this one. You two, charge this one, because these things are useless. Useless at short range. Oh, there's more mechs. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was... Okay, you blew up. You guys can take out that guy, probably. Yeah, and then why don't you... Well, you're all going to die. So you guys come down here. Vetrov, you want to... You can chip in. I mean, you're right here. You may as well. Yeah, you guys go down and hit that guy with a stick. You've dealt with this very handily, so you can go up here. This is working out great. I'm having a great day. This is a great day. This is a fantastic day. Vetrov, you wanna take it a few shots there? Can you seriously not see that? How about from here? You wanna shoot that? No, don't melee attack it. That's a terrible idea. Oh, sorry, you've run out of things to do. Okay, yeah, that is number 3, Buzzkill. So we can technically start probing people, which is fun. You know what? These guys have got it, Vetrov. You can go off duty. You're fine. You guys can be done, frankly. And are you done down here? Yep. No, not quite. Not quite. Keep hitting it with a stick. Okay, we're done. That was a pretty easy one. We'll get these things, obviously. A little bit of a fire. But we're going to cope with that. That's an okay fire. We're not worried about that fire. We're going to deal with other fires in the future, where the fires live. And we'll get one of those, and we'll get one of those. Okay. Everything has gone remarkably well for me. Not really for the Royals. They've actually performed, well, admirably, but yet at the same time, they're horribly bleeding. Mephistopheles here, what's your deal? You're going to be dead in 6 hours. Well, I'll tell you what, kid, if you can crawl to my spaceship, I will help you. I totally will. I'll be fine with that. If you can get there in 6 hours, somebody will deal with your needs, I assure you. You're going to have to share the hospital with a sea lion and a panda. Just heads up. I'm pretty sure... Because it dropped... Here's the thing with the flesh. Wow, that was not a sentence I thought I'd say. It dropped while Izumi was out there alone. I mean, it's an Izumi thing, isn't it? I'm going to poke around in a pregnant vampire's wife and see what happens. So, let's do a little surgical inspection there. Yep, surgically inspect her. Okay, Izumi, can you rest until healed? I should probably get a loose team together here, just in case it goes horribly wrong. What with the metal horrors and whatnot. But I'll give it a sec. We'll get everyone in play there. If necessary, I'll just wake up the disposable heroes from their hospital bed and have them fight it. This is not my problem. And speaking of which, is there a reason have we defeated this? Because I'm not getting, like... Am I finished? Okay. Initially dormant, we did that. Yup. I'm not... Why am I sketchy on if I'm done? Because I have definitely... Okay, here's an easy one. Do you guys... Well, colonist needs rescue. Not mine. Oh, no. Mephistopheles here. That's not my problem. I mean, Rhodey can go do it, I guess. But that's not a me problem. That's Mephistopheles' problem. And also that longsword belongs to me now. I'm not getting a... You're done with the quest. Do we have a thing that says we defeated a mech hive? Because they love that. No. That's mildly intriguing. I don't... Okay, is there anything left alive on the map that I need to be aware of? Is there something coming in from another angle? That's possible. That's a little weird. Okay, oh, hang on. We're... One of the royals has jumped in to surgically inspect my colonist. Heads up, there might actually be a demon living inside her. I'm not the kid. Okay, so this is complicated, Menos. This is complicated. So she's pregnant, and it's a vampire baby. That's not the one we're concerned with, strangely. Look for something else in there. Okay? So look past the vampire baby. Don't get bitten. And then see if there's anything else sentient and alive in Izumi. Because I'm pretty sure there is. Can we get, again, a loose team together here? Because if the thing pops, I want to know about it. Can you guys all kind of come in here? I have a sneaking suspicion that Izumi is going to have a metal horror in her. Good news, we're bringing the lasers to the party. Oh, funsies. We're cleaning up some blood. No. Apparently, no demon. Unless he lied, but he just got here. Not really sure why he'd lie. No, whoa. We're giving the kid the good medicine here. You want the good medicine, bring your own. Okay? Bring your own medicine. Who needs rescue today? No, whoever needs rescue is done. Is that Rhodey? Yeah, Rhodey's got it covered. Rhodey's going to be fine. That guy will probably die, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Okay. This is up. Where's Missy? Missy, can you go get in the gene bank, please? The gene extractor? I want to extract your genes. It's kind of, the hint was in the title. We got the gene extractor. I would like to have your genes extracted. Also, this is going to be where I'm going to put the biofuel thing. We'll put that up in there. And then probably a light of some sort would be handy. Put that in there. I don't really need a lot else going on here. Sorry about that, Izumi. I was pretty... giving him the good medicine again. No, you guys don't get the good... Bring your own if you want good medicine. You want the good stuff? Get it yourself. Wicked sorry about that, Izumi. Seriously, like, wicked sorry. It's just I was pretty convinced you had a demon living inside you that wasn't a vampire baby. Complicated, I know. It's a little complicated around here, but I was pretty convinced of that, seeing as the flesh dropped, like, right where you were standing and there was nobody else there. You'd see where I'd make that assumption. You'd see where I'd say, well, probably you got a demon in you, is what you got right there. Somebody's got a demon living within him, and it's probably Izumi, and it ain't the vampire baby. We've accounted for the vampire baby. Keep the slaughter going on, by the way. Yeah, we're still doing lots of slaughtering. Good. We'll take out the turtles. Yep, any of those. Quick chinchilla kill. All good stuff. Anywhere we go, we need tons and tons of food. And if I could get that psychoid going in before the mechs show up again, boy, that would be funsies. That would be nice. I need to pay to watch some gene extracting. Yeah, it's a subscription service, Buzzkill. It's monthly. This one's for free. After that, you start paying for it. Izumi is more pregnant than she used to be. Good news there. Izumi, you know I'm just going to use your child to kill, right? I mean, I don't know what kind of talk we have with our colonists before they commit to any sort of family planning. But I'm going to train your child kill and send it headfirst armed with explosives. Where is the Airwire headset? You said it's right. I know we made it there, but where is it? Because I need to get a new hat. Airwire headset. There it is. Okay, so that is down in there. Fantastic. Hey, Grit, can you go change hats, please? Yeah, I know. No, it's going to be fine, I assure you. It's all going to be good. Everything's going to be totally fine. Who believes they're having a medical emergency? Oh, yeah, no, you're fine, man. I'm not even worried about you. In fact, I genuinely don't care about you in any way. Let's get some biofuel going on. So make chem fuel. I don't know, do it a bunch of times, like 20 times. And then, obviously call me when you're done. All right. Let's get some coffee inside of me. How are we doing? Because we don't really have any vegetables. How are we doing with training the animals? They are under training, but I don't think we have veggies to do that with. So while we're here, why don't we just grab all the strawberries we can find. That'll hold us for a little bit. Ooh, this is done. We're still down on power, though. Well, not right now, because the solar panels are working, but we're kind of down on power. Is there another because I'm going to be sucking up a lot of power. Let me just tell you that right now. Lots of power. We got Indoor Dweller out of Missy. Not as handy as I thought. Who's going in next? Rhodey. Why don't you go in? Actually, Paul. You've got a lot of good genes. No, that's Missy. Talk to me about Paul. You've got tons of good genes, right? Yeah, you got all sorts of things. I got to get something good out of you. Go sit in the gene extractor. Go get your genes extracted. And then I need some more geothermal around here somewhere. There's one way over here. Anything slightly closer at all? No, not really. There's one way up here, and then there's one down here. This is probably the next closest one. So let's get that going on. So one geothermal there, and then run a power line from here, and then here, and then up to there. Yep, this is the sort of high-quality entertainment you're paying for. Watching me say here, down to here, up to here. Where's my slate? Talk to me about slate. I love the word slate. I don't. Actually, I'm mildly indifferent to that word. Do that, do that, do that, and do that. And then, sure, a slate door. Actually, put a steel door in there. Everybody loves steel. Okay. The Royals are helping out. I'm, again, somewhat confused as to why I don't have the quest over. Oh, hang on. There's a combat supplier and mech fodder is a child. Where are you? That's a trade ship. Okay, fun. Paul, do you talk to humans? Not even a little bit. Okay, Missy, Jefferson, Vetroff? Vetroff, there we go. Go get on the space phone there and see what's going on. And then obviously Mech Fodder 3 is definitely going to remain a colonist. For as long as she lives, anyway. Okay, so I love my clone army. I love all 3 of them. And then I'm going to have 3 more. Now, what have they got for gene packs? Non-violent. Oh, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work at all. No. What are you willing to buy? Not much, really. I could sell you the ambrosia, but Igor's a little addicted to that right now. I'll sell you a little bit of it. How about I sell you like 25 of those? That'll get the ball rolling here. And then, no, we're not selling any of those. That's clear. You can have that steel knife. You can have that revolver. It's going to be a pretty sad day if I'm using revolvers. I'll keep the chain shotgun and the LMG. Those might come in handy for somebody. You don't really have a lot. You got stuff I can already make. 293. I'd love to walk away with a bunch of money here. I could get some frag grenades out of them. I can also just make frag grenades. What have you got for armor? I'll take some armor. Not really. You got locust armor at 2513. Not bad. Not bad. Armor with a jetpack. I can't afford it, but not bad. Go ahead and just accept that. I'm just going to take their money. Yeah, I mean, sure, you're saying Buzzkill, non-violent, violent, doesn't really matter if you're a walking hand grenade. I hear that. I do. I hear that. And that's valid. Your statement is valid. What I would like is that they were violent and a walking hand grenade. I'm really going for the combo pack here. We haven't done anything with that. Of course we haven't. I'm really more focused on the power. Let's get that power down there. It's going to take a while to get all those cables in. But yeah, we are draining power quite a bit when the sun is not out. I think they've got all the fields planted, though. Almost. There's a couple more in here that haven't been done yet. I could put up another solar panel. Or I could turn off all the turrets that my ship is completely lined with. But I think they're fun. I think it's important that when people come here, they don't. Because they're immediately shot. And we have no idea who's got the movie yet. The demon yet. Sorry, I read 2 lines at once. We have no idea who's got the demon. I was pretty sure it was Izumi. I mean, the flesh dropped right next to her, and she was the only one there. But no, apparently Izumi's clear, as far as we know, except for the vampire baby living inside of her. Hang on, coffee. So we'll just wait for the metal horror to pop out and deal with it then. It'll come out eventually. Can't stay in there forever. Okay, not gonna live there forever. Gotta pop out, like the baby, it's gotta come out at some point. It can't live in there forever, much as they might like to. Where are we at on... Oh yeah, the mining's going really well. Tons of steel coming out of here. Have we hit... Alright, we got awful artistic from Paul. Yay! Who else has issues? Rhodey, what are you good at again? You've got lots of stuff. Yeah, you're good at being naked. And you got Animal War Call, and you're really good at being furry and yet bald at the same time. It's very confusing. You have fur skin and no hair. I don't get that. But I'm willing to work with it. Rhodey, why don't you go get in the gene extractor? I can always just jettison some of the less useful ones. That's fine. I have no problem just like throwing them, or selling them. I'm just throwing them out or selling them. We'll get the other one over there. We go. That one just has got in. Okay, all going very, very well. Everything I'm doing is wonderful. I'm a good person. You're what, 4 now? Oh, look at you, 4 years old. Oh, only 9 more years in the vat, and I can train you to kill. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I have such a plan for this. It's not a good plan, but it's my plan, and I'm rolling with it. What are we making down here? An unfinished healing enhancer. Maybe we could get on that. Did I just took the bill away, didn't I? Yeah, I totally did. Totally did. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Just cancel that for right now. We'll come back to that later. Pretty much everyone has got either a coagulator or a healing enhancer in them. Do genes equal profit? Well, I mean, a good pair of classic Levi's, sure. Ha! See what I did there? That was too easy to ignore. I just couldn't turn that one down. Are they profitable? Not wicked profitable. I mean, they're about the same going rate as a panda, which is to say, sure, they have value. Do they have a lot of value? Not so much, really. Not as much as you'd think. I want to get maybe some more stone blocks made. Hairy back with nothing on top. It's odd because Rhodey is very, very furry and yet has no hair. Not really sure how to swing that one. Oh, you know who'd go next? Igor. Let me take a look at you. Let's get some... You're 17. I love you. Let's get some... Oh, you have so many things. You have so many things. Oh, I want all of these. Perfect immunity. Love it. Once Rhodey's out of there, we're going to strip the genetics out of you. That's for sure. And we'll deal with that. I also need Igor to bite somebody. I really could use a prisoner or two. Just for the blood. I'd love to drain the royal here, but that'll kind of annoy the royals. And I'm still not sure why I'm not getting completion for my quest. Maybe the one who's in the hospital has to go home. That's a possibility that I'm really largely ignoring. But I feel I should have got my quest done. I mean, is it... Hang on, historical. That's not it. No. Is it inactive? How about available? I don't immediately know where any of this is, so I'm just gonna start ignoring things and hope that it all works out. It probably will. They often do. Hey, Azumi, are you still at the taming thing, right? Yeah. Anything? I could go back to the panther idea. I could get a trained macaw. That sounds terrible. Gene extraction done for great animals. Okay, I mean, that's nice. Igor, get in the tube there. Everybody's getting some genes extracted from them today. Everyone, what are you carrying, Rhodey? Is that your hat? Did you take your hat off? Why would you take that hat off? What's your problem? You took your hat off. Why? Explain yourself. Are you throwing it away? You're throwing it away because it's only 51%. Okay, we'll get another hat. I can't have you hatless. That's ridiculous. In fact, if you could get one of the armor hats, that'd be great. Why are you sad? Is it because you took your hat off? It's probably because you took your hat off. Serious pain, exhausted, psychite withdrawal. Yeah, I'm working on it. I don't have any freelance pharmaceuticals right now. So you're just going to have to kind of... Ah, there we go. Defeated mech cluster. That's what I wanted. Give me my reward and send the royals home. We dealt with that very efficiently. And you want a look change, too. Okay, I'll put the bench thing back up. What is that called? That's the styling station, right? Hang on, who's starving? Missy? Missy's got something to eat. She's fine. That is called the styling station. Oh, is that it right there? Hang on. Yeah, styling station. Cool. Just put that up here in my, what I'm loosely calling my junk room. And anyone moving at all on this? We've made one thing of chem fuel. Sweet. How's my new power station coming? You know, walls are happening. That's kind of a fun thing. Walls exist. Walls are good. Might crack open the Ancient Evil. That's some thought. There's going to be some good stuff in there. How about we did that? And then we could kind of lead them into turret range. We could bring them into turret town. What have I got a lot of here? Plain leather? Okay. How about we did plain leather sandbags? And we did those kind of here-ish. Like that, and that, and that. Go put all of those up. I think we're going to do a little Ancient Evil fun today. And the animals, by the way, are you on draft? Yeah, follow when drafted. Good. That's exactly what I want you to do. Follow when drafted. Thank you. Izumi, where are you going? Do you have a demon? You're digging at silver ore. Never mind, you're doing great things. I love everything you're doing, kid. You're wonderful. We're putting packaged meals in the tubes. That's very, very good. And where are we at with food, by the way? We have 129 regular meals and some packaged survival meals. I think I'm going to bump up the packaged survival meals. Oh, actually, we're supposed to be at 100. Hang on. Who had the psychite withdrawal? Was that Rhodey? Because I've got psychite tea somewhere. I just saw that I had it. So is that you? Is that your problem? Oh, I don't remember who it was now. Oh, well, somebody will figure it out. Maybe he already had a cup of tea. He's like, you know what? There's perfectly good psychite tea in the fridge. I should go get me some of that. Then I'll be less sad about not having psychite in my body. Igor, what are we going to get from you, kid? Hemogenic. Uh-huh. Okay, so I can create A vampire with none of the good parts and all of the weaknesses. Neat. You need geniusosity. Well, I am about to crack open the Ancient Evil. That usually is a thing that happens. Oh, you know what might be in there? People with blood. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, there's probably going to be some crypto sleep caskets in there. Those will have people in them. Those people will have blood in them. My problems are solved. This is the best day ever. I'm so good at this. This is absolutely the best day ever. Jefferson is off the uber vegan thing. We easily defeated a mech cluster by throwing disposable heroes at it. Speaking of which, I noticed the Royals have left. Didn't actually pay attention to that. Except you, because you're still here. Are you going to be healthy at any point in the near future? Malnutrition? Well, get up and get something to eat. Don't whine at me about things. Paul, can you go feed this guy? Go feed Mephistopheles here. He seems to be being very fussy about life. And also, could we put my power generator together, please? And, like, do everything else I've told you to do. In that order. So, I'll put a barricade up here. Sandbags, whatever. And then we can pop the Ancient Evil open here. We'll be up here. They'll come up here right into turret range. Right into turret range. Perfect. I really want to take some blood from this guy. Igor, I know you're a little kind of low in the tank here. I might have you bite your wife again in a non-late night way, for a functional reason, rather than, one could arguably say, a decorative reason. So we might do that. But also, I've got plans, kid. Ancient Evil coming soon. Once they get those sandbags up, there's got to be something with blood in there. There's got to be some humans in there. There always is. It's always a good time. Hey, Jefferson, what are your genes? By the way, you're a waster. Aggressive, unattractive, awful with animals, poorly artistic. Wow, sounds like me. Total antitoxic lungs. Ooh, I want those. Those sound fun. I'm going to ask Mrs. Dave if she'll get me that for Christmas. Total antitoxic lungs. A TAL, if you will. So you're going in next. We're getting the genes are happening. I'm getting genes out of here. We got indoor dweller, awful artistic, great animals, and hemogenic. I don't have any good genes, but I have genes. They technically exist. I could also get rid of this thing and put up another gene bank there. We've got plenty of room on the floor, frankly. And also, again, let's just be killing literally everything, guys. If it doesn't fight back or explode, put a bullet in it, or a laser. I don't really care. But I want maximum food out of here. The rice is going to pop soon. Yeah, 93% grown. We're going to get that very, very quickly. That's good. That'll help with training the animals. Where are we at on the psychoid? 18%. It's so slow. So slow. So very, very slow. If I could get a big crop of that in before we have to flee, that would be so good. That'll keep me going for ages. Ooh, Igor needs death rest. That's actually really good timing, because that'll keep you quiet for a while. Oh, sorry, I'm actually going... Ooh, wow, bad timing. So, basically, I knocked on Igor's door, and I'm like, hey, Igor, you want to go to death rest? And Igor's like, dude, I am busy right now, and so is Izumi. If you could come back later, in like 10 minutes, that'd be great. So, Igor, I think you're broadly done. You might not be, but you are now. Ancient Danger, yes, I know. That's kind of the point. Yes, this is exactly what I want. I want the Ancient Danger. Thank you very much. Ancient Danger, yay. Yay, Ancient Danger. That's what we're going for here. Big time Ancient Danger. So, Igor? Oh, you are death resting. Oh, you're having a snack first. Okay, sensible. Sensible. You're going to be in there for a few days. This is great. This will kind of, like, keep you under wraps for a few days until I can maybe get some hemogen out of the Ancient Evil. How are we doing on those sandbags? Basically kind of almost done. How are we doing down here? Not as good. Not really as good. How do we speed up cloning? Unfortunately, this is as fast as I know how to go with clones. But in the upside to this, we've got a long trip. So we've got to get from where we are now all the way down to the giraffe area, which is like way the heck down here. Big giraffe wasteland. Because the mech hive is directly above it. So that's going to be a long, long journey. Okay? I really, genuinely thought we were wrapping up this run a couple of weeks ago. Go to the mech hive, figure it out. What the heck? I'm a genius. I'll figure it out. And then we'd be done. No. No, we've got... I need a clone army. I need 3 teams. I know how I want to do it. I think it's actually... You're going to laugh at this because you laugh at hopefully everything I do. But I think it's actually a really decent plan of splitting up 3 armies into opening doors, floating combat team, and then, well, disposable infantry is what strapped with explosives. Disposable infantry strapped with explosives. Can we get... How are we doing here? Let's get the team going. Okay? So everybody come down here. All right? And bring a panda. And then Grit. Actually, you've got the minigun. I actually want you. Missy, come down here. Okay? You're going to come down here. And then... All right, here's what we're going to do, kid. You're going to... Well, first of all, we own this. And then you're going to deconstruct it. I'm going to take you off draft and then have you deconstruct that. All right? Get that done. You do it very, very quickly. And then we're going to immediately slam it into pause mode. Okay. And then we're going to draft. And then you are getting the heck out of here. Just go. Just go. Just go. Okay. Everybody, release the pandas. Release pandas. Okay. Pandas away. Elephants away. The Mega Bowl is in. The Mega Bowl's got a piece of this. There's Barky the Sea Lion. Panda 5 is down. Panda 5 is dead. Panda 5 has had a casualty. We're shooting our own elephants. The Mega Bowl is down again. That's my Mega Bowl with brain damage, by the way. Missy's down, but we're going to cope with Missy. Don't worry about Missy. Okay, we got Missy covered. Wow, we have shot our animals so many times. Okay, I think we're broadly done. So let's pick up the pieces from that, and I mean quite literally pick up the pieces. Paul, how did you even get injured? You know, best not to ask questions. Grit, go save Missy, and also get the laser, because laser. All right. And then, what's left? Okay, eat the panda, clearly. Eat the panda. The Mega Bowl is down one more time. My brain damage Mega Bowl, which I mildly regret. I'm not going to lie about that. I mildly regret that. Put all of this away. Put all of those things. We've done fine. And Jefferson's just going to eat that meal. No, you're cleaning blood up. Jefferson, could you get that laser? So just get that out of there. And then Rhodey, oh, you're already healing the Mega Bowl. Good job, man. Good job. Okay, well, like I said, crypto sleep caskets. You know what's in crypto sleep caskets? People with blood. It's very exciting. I've got a biomutation pulsar that I probably won't use, but I will definitely sell, and a hermetic crate to open. I'm going to hold off on opening up the crypto sleep caskets until I've got some elements in place. Medical emergency, that would be Missy. Are you okay? You're not, actually. You're so not okay right now. Hey, Paul, could you... Missy, you're going to have the good medicine. Yeah. Paul, could you, like, immediately deal with this? Like, now? Like, Missy's seriously almost dead soon. Okay, we don't have any of the super good medicine. We got a little bit of the regular medicine. Yeah, if you could kind of work on that, like, sort of now-ish. Okay, awesome. Keeping it going. Just keeping an eye on the doctor here. Just observing the medical procedure. Okay, down to 7 hours. And then I think we're going to be fine. Wicked sorry about that, Missy, but somebody had to do it. Turns out that somebody was you. Okay, that went great. That went fantastic. Great, what are you doing? You're sewing? Could you open this box? I want to find out what's in it. And then what I want to do is get a couple of turrets set up in here and just blow anyone away who comes out of there. What do we get? We got a tech print for jump packs. Yay! I don't actually have a research bench anymore. Yay! I mean, I could make one, but... what really would be the point at this stage of the game? Okay, excuse me one sec. That coffee did not go down the right way. So I need power over here. What? Oh, Panda 3 is dead. Okay, that's fine. We'll eat it. That's okay. That's more panda to eat. The underground panda market didn't really work out, but the underground panda diner is going to work out great. There's a happy tree. Okay, we could get a happy tree. And then, what was I doing before I was so rudely interrupted by dead pandas? Has somebody dealt with this elephant? Not that elephant. That elephant. No. Rhodey, can you get up and deal with the elephant, please? We've got elephant problems. If you want to go take care of that. Oh, no! Barky the Sea Lion! Barky the Sea Lion, no! Oh! This one wasn't even me. The Tough Spike did it. The demon did it. Oh, Barky the Sea Lion, you were my favorite above all. Oh, I'm sad now. I mean, it's not going to stop me from eating him. I mean, it's a sea lion. There's good eating on that. So, bad news about the animals, great news about the food. Has somebody dealt with this panda? No. Why, Rhodey, why are you not dealing with panda problems? Pandas are your thing. Jefferson wants a look change. That's cool. Go to the bench like everybody else. We're cleaning up around the panda, but not so much taking care. I keep saying panda, the elephant. The elephant. So, yeah, bad news on the pandas and the sea lions. Great news on the food scenario. That's going to go out real, real good. Again, Rhodey, I get that you're working real hard on this elephant. It's just that we've got another one who is equally suffering. And all the males are happy. And Jefferson doesn't like who he is. Hey, who does, kid? Are we going to deal with this at some point? Okay, there we go. No, Rhodey, I got more work for you here, kid. Go deal with Elephant 2. Well, we definitely need to get some taming going on then. Where'd that panther go? I'll get me one of them. Actually, get a rhino. We don't have enough rhinos around here. Go get a rhino. And then Izumi. Where is that rhino? Hopefully we've got some sort of vegetable. Izumi, can you go deal with the rhino? No, we don't. Oh, it's sleeping. Okay, we'll deal. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Izumi, are you on animals, by the way? Yeah, you're broadly on animals. Yeah, I actually think you're as good as Rhodey. Rhodey's really good. Yeah, he's 20. Yeah, Rhodey can definitely get a rhino in here. Oh, Em, you missed some things. We've lost some pandas and Barky the sea lion. I don't know if you knew any of that. So we opened up the Ancient Evil, we threw a bunch of animals at it, and the result was pretty much as expected. Hey, Rhodey, could you go get the Megavole? It's just that it's been out there for like a day, suffering with brain damage and bullet wounds. We have less animals than we did, but in the win column, only Missy was actually injured. So what do I need? I'm definitely getting that rhino. I'm down to a solitary panda. Who's having a medical emergency? Missy? No, you're fine, kid. You've been dealt with. You have been dealt with. Yeah, I mean, extreme blood loss, sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I can't be left unattended. We've determined this before. I can't be left unattended. You left for 2 minutes and I've lost 2 pandas and a sea lion. Barky the sea lion was my favorite. It's okay, though. We're going to get a rhino instead. And you know what? If I'm getting rhinos, get a couple. Get a matching set. Wait, did we already get the rhino? Was it that quick? Do I own a rhino now? Oh, I totally own a rhino. Okay, neat. Get another one then. That's a female, so I need a male rhino, please. That's research. And get me a male... Yeah, right there. Male rhinoceros, please. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think Izumi got that one because her inspiration is gone. Okay. Somebody else wants age reversal. I can kind of cope with that. So get me the biosculptor pod and pop that down there. I'm assuming we did my other power plant. Yeah, we totally did my other power plant. Okay, power will be fine for a while. And then I was going to run power in here. So run power like out the door into here and then kind of over here like this. I'm just going to line up some turrets in there. Also, somebody deconstruct that because it's going to be really hard to shoot people with that thing in the way. You can't blink around here. I lose sea lions like it's a habit or something. Not like a nun's habit. I mean, I don't own one. Wait, how many costumes do I have? Peter Pan, Joker, the Disney princess one. Okay, no, I don't have a nun's habit. Hang on, coffee. But if I did, this would not be like that. This would definitely not be like that. Okay. Heal root coming in. Cool. Also food. Also cool. The rice is come and gone. And where are we at with that in there? Okay, now we're getting some food coming in here. Let's keep that plan rolling here. So how are we doing? Yeah, we're starting to make some packaged survival meals, but I'd like a lot more. Just gotta kind of let them do their job. And let them cook. I do keep taking them off task to do other things. Izumi's training one of the baby elephants. That is funsies. Did we get the other one yet? Not yet. But we will. That elephant, or excuse me, that rhino will be mine. Waiting for power to come down here. And then deconstruct that, and then fire away. Basically, fire away. Get rid of these. and then replace them down here, basically. So give me defenses and this. Just put a line of these like this. Because sometimes they pop out and they're fine, and sometimes they pop out with shooty guns and say, wow, we've been asleep for ages, and boy, are we grumpy. And then they want to shoot you. So I'm taking precautions is what I'm doing. I'm taking all the precautions. And also deconstruct all of these things. None of these are necessary. Just get rid of all of them. All right, and wait for my other rhino. And eat a panda. And a sea lion. Barky, you will be missed. In the time that it takes for us to process you and turn you into a sandwich. Oh, hang on. Mech Fodder 2 just went up in social. Inside a tube, no less. Inside a tube went up in social. Yep, shooting 2, social 2, melee 1. That seems to be pretty standard. I think they all do that. Speaking of which, where's Mech Fodder 1 at? Mech Fodder 1, you're 6! That's so exciting. You're basically halfway to being part of my clone army. I could not be happier about this. Let's get the armor going. So we are working on something down here. Prestige Marine Helmet. All right, Paul's on that. I do keep taking everybody off task to do other things, so it's not wholly surprising. Oh, the recharger's full. Right, I don't have a toxic waste dump. Silly me. Yeah, get a toxic waste dump going up here. So get me... I leave toxic waste everywhere I go. I'm not going to stop now. Just don't put chunks in there, and don't put any of our corpses. You can put anyone else over there. So none of that. And definitely we can put the entity corpses over there. In fact, let's just... Actually, don't get this out of storage. Because we can chop that up for meat. That can be used to train animals. So any of the carnivore animals, of which I don't think I actually have any, can eat demon meat and be trained with that. I should go get that panther. Right? I'm going to get a panther as well. Alright, so 2 rhinos and a panther. That makes up for the 2 pandas and Barky the sea lion. This is going to be fine now. Panthers may attack. Yeah, not with Rhodey. Rhodey's got a 20/20 on animals. Rhodey's going to do just fine with that, I assure you. Rhodey's getting a look change. Are you going for more hair this time? More hair might be good. And who have I not extracted genes from? Vetroff, have I done you yet? No. Do you have anything good? No. You have hair. Fantastic. That's cool. Azumi, I know I've asked a lot of you lately. Yeah, I've not done you yet. What have you got kicking around in you? You also have hair. Great. Great. Good info there. Solid info. I think all of my power lines are up. So what okay, this is getting deconstructed right now. And then let's get some... This is also getting deconstructed. That's cool. I could put a hunter trap in. That's not a terrible idea. But I don't necessarily want them dead. I just want them unconscious. So we're going to put a couple of turrets in there to kind of help the process. Take down all these things so I've got a better shooting range. And then this is all going to go great. And also we can deconstruct that. We don't really need that kicking around. I'll keep the sarcophagi around in case I lose any of my own colonists, which is entirely likely. And that way I've got somewhere to put them. And can we get... I have to attack that to get that down. Murder... Big cat, big murder mittens. It's going to be a fun time. We mourn the loss of Barky the sea lion, but we also embrace the fact I'm going to have 2 rhinos and a panther. It's going to be a great time around here. Do I have any of those yet? No, not yet. I'm not really sure why I'm keeping the Megavole around. Oh, whatever that is, train it to do it. It just popped in. Oh, and the rhino, you go into don't eat our food, please. Yeah, because, don't eat our food, please, is really what I'm asking for there. How are we doing down here? Parts are going in. Excellent. All good stuff. Oh, Igor, you just hang tight in death rest. I'm hoping I can pull at least 1 or 2 people out of here to drain blood from. Just a constant bloodbath. And if they happen to be any good, I can certainly add them to the clone army. I'm not ruling out an extra pair of hands here. I have limited space in which to put them. I was thinking about turning all of this into a dormitory. I think I'm going to do that. Let's start by moving this bookcase somewhere. Like over here. That's a good place for books. Everybody loves that. And then we're going to start doing some deconstruction action here. Red hot deconstruction action in there. I've got a vent there, so that's all fine. I'll leave the heater in here. And then we'll get this bed deconstructed and this bed deconstructed. And then the end tables can go as well. I'm going to need somewhere to put all the clones. when they're too old to be in a tube. So, you know, that, basically. And then a dormitory will do that very, very nicely. Oh, we've got floors that don't have wood on them. Sad days. Sad days indeed. Put that in there. And how are we doing up here? Okay, we've almost got this done. And then I want to deal with the Ancient Evil next, or at least the Crypto Sleep Caskets next. Okay, this all kind of came together nicely. There's the rhino in there, too. We got any more rhinos? I'm not really paying attention. No, and no panthers yet. Paul's got this almost taken down. I should actually put up a light in here, because they'll shoot better. I know, I don't often care about things like that, but I'm just noticing how dark it is in here. And, you know, if you put a light up, they could shoot things a lot better than what you're doing right now. I think everyone's kind of heading off to bed here. I might crack this in the morning. Oh, this is going to look good. Well, I'm just going to get it started now. So start getting some beds in here. Yeah, one. I could put... For right now, I'm going to act with the idea that I'm going to put the little bureaus or whatever in there. Panther Revenge. Bad news. Okay, Izumi's in a bad way. Izumi's in a bad way. I need people to go help. Okay, the Panther thing did not work out, really, so much, in that the Panther has an opinion about being tamed. Izumi's going to be down again, isn't she? Yep, Izumi's down. Izumi's dead. Oh, dear. Igor. Okay, bit of a blow. Bit of a blow for Igor. Missy, let's turn our attention away from Izumi. Oh, Igor's going to be mad. Missy, you don't have a weapon. Go get one. Okay, that has really nothing to do with what we're doing. So, right, okay. Well, good thing I kept those sarcophagi, because now we need them. We're not getting a panther, just as a heads up. Just so we're all clear on this, we're not getting a panther. Igor is going to be really bummed when he comes out of death rest. Igor is going to be very, very sad about this. Let's shoot the panther. There we go. Okay, the panther issue has been dealt with, and I think that went very well. I think we can all agree that that went exceptionally well. We saw a panther, we shot a panther. Everyone can go off draft. The Izumi issue, as it stands now, is less good. Less good, but what is working in our favor is we do have somewhere to put her. So, Izumi, you're going to go in there. Wow, Igor is going to be really sad. You know, he went... Can we just... is she going in the freezer? Hang on. M's got a good idea. Hang on, M has a good idea. Because here's Igor. I want us to look at this not from Izumi's point of view. Okay, Agent MOR. Let me just brief you on the last 48 hours of Igor's life. Igor and Izumi, who are married, they're a bunch of crazy kids. She's 20, he's 17. It's kind of a Romeo-Juliet thing. The last thing... I can't write this if I wanted to. The last thing that happened to Igor is Igor had, and I have to, obviously, Agent MOR, soften this a little bit for the old YouTubes. Igor had an entertaining evening with his wife, Izumi. And then he went to death rest because he's a vampire. He wakes up, his wife is dead, eaten by a panther that I specifically told her to go tame. Knowing that it was kind of a crapshoot. I really should have just sent Rhodey. Rhodey would have nailed that one. And we'd have a panther. And Izumi would still be alive. So, I'm going to say, looking at this from Igor's point of view, at least the last memory of his wife was a really good one. Just an awesome last memory. I mean, we should all be so lucky, am I right? Am I right? I hope that's my last memory. I hope that's the last thing I do before I die. Or, you know, have something unfortunate happen to somebody. So, last memory of his wife, very, very good one. Upon awakening, maybe a little bummed out. But I think M might be onto something here. M might be onto something. We're going to store Izumi in here. And we'll see what we can do later. Okay, we're just going to see what we can do later. We do, in fact, allow colonist corpses in here. The problem with this, and we know this before, everyone's going to be a little bummed out that we are, no, I unassign everybody, that we are not burying her. So, who's local who can just go grab a quick corpse for me? Anyone. Rhodey, what are you doing these days? Could you go haul Izumi? No empty accessible spot. Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure I just checked that. So, in the freezer, I would like to have fresh, yup. Corpses, check. Okay, all human corpses. How about that? You like that one? All human corpses can go in there. All right? Not really sure what the problem is there. It clearly says colonist corpses. Now, go haul Izumi, Vetroff. Igor, in my mind, I want to bring your wife back from the dead. I know you can't hear me right now, but it's going to be... Hurley things have happened. Many of them were very, very good. Some of them were not. And we're gonna learn to cope with the information, as we do. Some pandas are dead, and a panther is dead, and also Izumi is dead. Igor is going to be wicked upset about that. Are you still fresh? Okay, you've only lost 12% of your body part. I think that's like your forearm and your hand. That's what I'm going to say about that. And as Buzzkill's saying, the last time we did this, it took 3.5 game years to get this done. So I'm making a commitment to basically go to the end game of this with this kid's corpse in my freezer. Izumi, weird question. Are you still technically pregnant? You are. So I'm freezing a couple of people here. Hang on, there's a thing. I'll be back. So we are cache of valuables, a skill trainer for medical. Actually, those are both very good things. I don't really care. I've got other things going on right now, game. And I still have to crack open those crypto sleep caskets. So, funsies, Izumi's going to hang out there. Everyone is going to be bummed out by that. Really, really bummed out by that. I've left tons of people all over the place. I've deposited 2 Igors. We're up to Igor number 3. I've deposited 2 of them all over the map, and you're telling me this is the line? This is the line I can't cross? That was a normal one. Just went out to tame a panther, got eaten by a panther. Happens every day. Doesn't even make the news. But this is the line. You're saying Izumi has to be kept. But the 2 Igors, the prior Igors, Igor and Igor 2.0, oh no, they're fine to be just left all over the map in a toxic waste dump. I want to go get this done. Because I'm already losing people. I may as well go for the hat trick here. Could we get everyone kind of downtown here? Thank you. Yep, Igor is going to be very, very surprised when he wakes up. Very, very surprised when he wakes up. It's going to be a bit of a blow. I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a blow. And can we get whatever animals are still acceptable for this? Okay, 2 elephants and a panda, that's fine. That's pretty much all I need here. Okay, get everyone... Yeah, Rhodey's coming in with the menagerie. Okay, slow everything down. Paul, can you just go open this up, please? And then get ready to immediately back away. Like, super, super quick, kid. And go. Okay. You, be drafted, and then move. And then everybody else, release what animals I have left. Release the animals that still exist. Hey, guys, gang, team. Could we maybe focus at the guy coming up the rear here? There we go. Maybe focus on that one. Also, there's insects and things. Oh, this dude's got a shield. Oh, you came prepared. I do have a live one down here. Also, going to take that LMG. Funsies, you're down. You're almost down. Justin's making a run for it. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Oh, these guys are actually technically neutral. I don't care. I need the blood. Could you arrest him, please? Actually, does anyone else have a better chance at that? 76. I wonder what that's based on. Can somebody Google that? What is the arrest chance based on? Is that social? Is it combat? Okay, Vetroff can do it 100%. What are you good at? Shooting. Okay, it's probably a shooting skill then. Vetroff, go arrest that guy. And then anyone else do anything else. Go arrest this guy. There you go, 100%. Rhodey, actually not that good at shooting. Can somebody Google that? No, like for realsies, can somebody Google what determines the arrest chance on somebody? I think these guys have dealt with all of this. Okay. Everybody kind of hang tight for a bit. If those two get arrested and it's a 100% chance, there's my prisoners right there. I don't really need another prisoner. And it looks like they've already been arrested. 2 will do the job. Dude who's about to bleed out, are you any good, Gecko? Like, what's your gig? Actually, you are pretty good. Wow, you are actually really, really good. Okay. How about Justin here? What are you like? You're less good. You're only 15, though. Oh, you already believe in our nonsense. Oh, I like you already, kid. How about you? You all believe in my nonsense. Fantastic. Vetroff, do you have somebody? Oh, you've got that prisoner. Okay, cool. Is there somewhere else I can hastily make into a prison? Oh, here we go. Just make this into the prison. That'll work just fine. So this is for prisoners right now. I'll shuffle everybody around later. I'll deal with that when I deal with that. So you guys are all off draft. Grit, go get this guy. Go capture Gecko. Okay, everything is working out great, apart from the fact Izumi is dead, which is to say that is unfortunate, but thankfully reversible. That is not a permanent state in RimWorld. Okay, and then also, what just happened to you? Did your belt explode? Stop that. Deconstruct all of these. Okay, get everyone... Oh, hang on. Vetroff, you're off duty. Remind me, can you doctor? No, you're terrible at that. Paul, what are you doing? You're hauling a component. Okay, go deal with this person. Oh, no. I don't... No, don't put them in a thing. No, that's a terrible idea. Just go tend to them, like a normal person. All right, and then also get their gun. And their gold. They've dropped a lot of stuff. Social and manipulation. That's weird, because Vetroff is really... I guess Vetroff is very social. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it might be social, but shooting would also make sense. I mean, you're just going to point a gun at somebody and say, I think we're done now. Hellcat rifle, sure, grab that. And then they'll deconstruct. Okay, where are all my prisoners? Gecko, how's your health? Terrible. Got it. Who else is my other doctor around here? Obviously, Paul. Okay. So, wait, is Paul... Paul's working on that one. Who's my other doctor? Nobody. Jefferson, you can technically do things. Wow, I really could use a good doctor. Okay, Rhodey, you're largely a vet, but could you just go deal with... Why are we tending without medicine? Got plenty of medicine. Oh, you got plenty of heal root. Why are you tending without medicine? What's your problem, Gecko? You're allowed to have medicine. Oh, because you're drafted. Okay, got it. There you go. I'm dealing with everything now. Everything is good. Everything is wonderful. The Izumi issue is admittedly awkward. Especially, again, given Igor's last memory of Izumi, which was wicked awesome. Igor's off to death row going, I've had a great day. This is fantastic. Boy, I hope my wife isn't dead when I wake up. Do we want to deal with the locusts down here? We don't? Okay, who needs the H reversal? Lots of people. Grit, why don't you go first? You're making a sculpture. Why don't you go first? Oh, Hurley, wow. You probably shouldn't admit to that in public. Go in for H reversal there. And this body's getting hauled away. Okay, that's totally fine. Totally negotiable. We'll have that. Thank you very much. Okay, I just want to kind of make sure that everybody is getting dealt with. Justin, I looked at you. I didn't really look at Cassowary here. Okay, you have some skills. Not really the ones I need. Well, guess who's going to be the first start for the blood farm? And then also, convert you. Actually, I say convert you. Don't you already believe in our thing? You're already into our thing. For today's, just reduce resistance only, because it's not going to take long. And then same with Justin, because he already believes in our nonsense. We'll blood farm you and reduce resistance. And then down here, you were the one I really had my eye on. You're actually pretty good. Yeah, you've got not a small amount of skills here. You're an ugly jogger, but who isn't? Who isn't, really? Okay. Start with the reduced resistance, and obviously the blood farming. That goes without saying. Who do I like the least up here? Kind of Cassowary, right? Yeah, you've got social and intellectual. Those are not actually really the skills I need. Although you can shoot a gun. So I'm also going to let Igor just bite you occasionally. Just in case he wakes up hungry and is wondering where his wife is. She's in the freezer. In case anyone wants to know. She's in the freezer. She's not leaving. Can we move the gun out of here? It's just the door isn't closing. Is this gold or freelance pharmaceuticals? That's freelance pharmaceuticals. That's also freelance pharmaceuticals. Okay. This has been an event. Sure. This is all happening. Start to deconstruct a lot of this stuff, please. So get all of this out of here. Yeah, that thing can go too. That's fine. We don't really need any of these power lines right now. And then is there anyone else I want to shove in the tube here? Sorry, Izumi, you've got to go at the back after the clones because you're dead. Vetroff, I didn't get any... Oh, Vetroff's just got hair. We don't really care about Vetroff. I think I've kind of taken the good genes right now. What are you guys? Are you all baseliners? So you are baseliner, and probably a baseliner, right? Yeah, baseliner again. M, you probably have. And you're kind of an OG around here. I've been here a little bit longer, but not much. Not much. Things definitely happened, Buzzkill. Events happened. There was action. There was drama. There was... Well, we don't know what Igor's good. Igor, do you know about this? Is this one of those things you psychically know? Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're already familiar with that. Okay. Yeah, sorry, kid. Wicked sorry about that. Oh, you really like that blood torch. I'll put one in your room. It'll make up for the fact your wife's dead. So, yeah, I'll totally put... If you like it, I will put that up in your room. Give me a blood torch, please. Blood torch? Alright, torch, wall torch, dark torch, fungus torch. Where's my blood torch? My man... Oh, is it in biotech? Blood. No, ideology? I need some blood around here. In a torch. You know what? Just move it. It's that simple. Or actually, just I can't make a copy. Alright, reinstall this over here in Igor's room. Again, it'll make up for the fact that his wife's dead. So, oh boy. He's gonna be bummed. He's gonna be sad. You can't deny. That's a power conduit. That's not Igor. That was Igor, briefly. No, that's still a power conduit. There's Igor. Yeah, so... The hemogen craving I will deal with. You're a little bummed out that your wife, who is also your friend, is dead. The neural supercharge I can deal with. Your child is going to be in a tube whether you like it or not. What sort of things have I plugged into you? Because you are a transhumanist. I could start giving you the things you lost when you were sleeping in the freezer. Yeah, I could definitely work on that. That's fine. Honestly, Crimson, it's still been a perfect day. Admittedly, things have happened that were unintended. Again, the death of Izumi. However, we're kind of putting that thought on hold by putting her in the freezer. And saying, you know what? This is a problem. Yes. What we're going to do is put a pin in it and circle back to it later. Alright? Great case in point. Mrs. Dave brought home some ground meat. And a couple of days later, we're looking at it going, what are we going to do with this? We said, you know what we'll do? We'll put it in the freezer. We'll figure it out later. Okay, we don't have to make a decision now. This doesn't have to be a priority. Hang on, there's cargo pods. That's very exciting. What are you dropping on my head here? What are those, eggs? Yeah, sure. Everyone likes a good egg. All right. I've got a new elephant. Given the Izumi... Well, I would say given the Izumi situation, nobody else will be doing animals now except for Rhodey, and Rhodey's a 20 on taming. I can't feel... You know, you're saying out loud, Dave, you can't think that Rhodey's going to mess this up and get eaten by a rhinoceros. How about we just cancel that taming for right now? Exactly, Buzzkill. Much like Chibi, Izumi's just on break. Izumi's just on sabbatical, if you will. An extended absence from the colony. And it's not really an absence. I mean, she's still here. It's just that she's here only in body, not in spirit. The spirit has fled. But the body is still here. We don't, just making sure, we don't eat them, right? We don't eat human colonists. Okay, good, we don't. Great, good. That's fantastic. This guy's going to be kind of stuck here. I feel... Let me see if I can figure this out. No, give me the zone. The zone. Thank you. Okay, go back down to this. Humans, not strangers. How about that? Okay, the only human corpse I want in here is Chibi. Sorry, Chibi. Flashback there. Izumi. They both end in E. You can see my confusion there. Chibi was on break for 3.5 years. Yeah, you're not wrong. But I brought her back. My plan worked. Igor can get up now. boy, Igor, there's some things that need to be explained. You remember when you went to Death Rest and you'd had this amazing night with your wife? Just don't look in the freezer right now. Just avoid the freezer for the moment, if you could. Thank you. It's just, things. We're gonna tell you what. I can absolutely have you go bite someone if you wanted to do that. That's cool. You got some new pants. That's great. And now you're gonna go see your wife in the freezer. Oh, fun. Bye, Em. Thank you. Yeah, that's Izumi. You may notice the panther marks in there. You're a little sad, and you are indeed going to go bite cassowary here. Cool. There you go. That'll chill you out for a little bit. That'll. You're gonna go check your wife out again. Okay. Wicked sorry, Igor. Wicked sorry. Apart from that, this has been a fantastic day. Apart from that, everything has worked out good. Jefferson is no longer an uber vegan. He's back on the totally okay to kill animal vent, which is exactly where he needs to be. Food's growing. We're getting some heal root coming in. This is all good stuff. I've made very, very smart choices today. I still think the choice to try and tame the panther was good. It's just the result was not very good. Guys, let's wrap it up there. We'll come back tomorrow and do some more of this. I will let you go on with far more important things to do with the rest of your evening than this nonsense. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so very, very much for coming by. I adore doing this for you. I look forward to this every single week. And you guys never disappoint me. I have a fantastic time doing this. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye, and goodbye.